Hello, everybody. Welcome. A few of you online already. Hi, Charlie, and whoever else is online. Do pop into the chat and let me know where you are. This class today, you can see that I'm using my nice alignment mat. I've got a nice line down the middle. Now, you may well not have that. And if you don't, you could use, I've got a yoga strap. You could use a dressing gown cord or something. And it's simply so that you know kind of where the center line of your mat is, because we're going to be looking at warrior two pose today. Okay, and we're going to be looking at the nice alignment of it. So grab that and set that up, and let's come and take a seat on a cushion. All right. And as I say, today we're going to look at setting up some yourself for a really successful warrior two and finding some strength and leg tone, a little bit of inner resolve, whatever going on for you. Maybe there's a long stretch in quarantine ahead or something, or a challenge coming up for you. Think, can I do this? And this will help those days when you feel that you need to build on a little bit of inner resolve. All right, so bring your hands to your knees wherever you're seated. Thank you for joining me in person or on record. Take your shoulders back, lift your face, and take a gorgeous deep breath in. And sigh out a long, long breath. Well done for making it to your mat. Inhale. And as you inhale, lift your pelvic floor a little bit for that little bit of inner strength, like a beam of light on your inside. Let it widen your collarbones, lift your face. And you can even say to yourself, I got this. I can do this. Exhale as you do that. Keep that lift, but just soften your skin a little bit and take the grip out of your face. Okay, another lovely inhale. Fully lift into that sense of I can. And as you exhale, soften your skin. Take another couple of rounds of breath like that, and you can do it without my voice. And then gently bring your hands to your heart center. Be brave enough to do this out loud. Do your opening Om out loud. Take a deep breath in. Om. Gently open your eyes. Good morning or afternoon or evening, whatever time of day it is you're practicing. Okay, come off your cushion and come to kneeling. So if you put your strap or whatever you got, or your imaginary line down the middle of your yoga mat, have a knee either side of that line and tuck your toes. You could probably be on a towel as well, actually. Tuck all the toes and sit back. And I want you to try and make sure this strap stays centrally, right down sort of almost like it's dividing you in half. So you stay balanced. Even you can't see them, but your toes there, can you make sure your little toe is joining in the fun here? As we start to stretch the fascia of the feet, reach your left arm up and bring it back behind your head. Now try not to drop your chin, lean your head back and lift your face as if you're looking into the eyes of your challenge and saying, I can. All right, so you're breaking into the fascia of the feet here, and it's really going to help you in creating a good foundation for your warrior two. All right, keep leaning that head back. That's stretch down your tricep. Draw the lower ribs in as well. And then let's switch arms. Reach your right arm behind your head. There's a tendency to just drop the chin here. So lift your chin, lean back, and use your left hand to help it. Okay. Thank you for joining me. Draw the ribs in. Lovely. Are you feeling it in your feet? Bringing some awareness. Sometimes we kind of ignore our feet, don't we? Take one more breath, yogis, and then extend your arms up. As you come onto all fours, carefully place your hands either side of that strap again, so equidistant. Claw the fingertips. Untuck your toes a moment. That might feel quite nice. Give them a massage. And then make sure that your knees are slightly behind your hips. Give yourself a little cat-cow, especially if it is first thing in the morning for you. It's quite nice to move your spine, or maybe you've been walking or labouring or something. It feels good to move your spine. And then tuck your toes, lovelies, tuck and lift your booty up and back. Again, checking it, your hands are equidistant from that central strap, and also your feet are, and they're parallel. Looking up, you're either gonna, probably first thing, we're gonna step to the top of our mat. You could jump if you want to. And again, keep your feet inner hip width apart and spread over that middle line. Spread your toes, hands to your hips. Inhale, come on up to standing. Reach up, stretch up, and as you look forward, and especially those of you in Singapore who have been locked in again, I'm so sorry for you. But, you know, UK, we've done it, you can do it too. So kind of say to yourself, I can do this. Exhale your hands to your heart center. Let's do 3 rounds of a variation of Surya Namaskar A. Inhale, reach up. My variation, exhale, bow forward to forward fold. Again, your feet are spread over that halfway mark. Inhale now, straighten your arms and look up halfway. You can imagine you've got my flowers there. Breathe them in. And then place your hands, step the left leg back, the right leg back to plank. So now without moving your hands and feet, now lift your booty up and back to downward facing dog. I told you this was my variation. So you shouldn't have to move your hands and feet between the two. Okay, inhale now, come to high plank without moving the hands and feet. You can pop your knees down if you want to as we lower, chaturanga. Inhale, come up, first thing, so, you know, just a little cobra, but your hands again haven't moved, they're equidistant of that strap. And so your feet, click the toenails down and smile. And then up and back to downward facing dog. Deep breath in. And an even longer breath out. Well done. Bend your knees, hop, step, or jump. Inhale, halfway. Exhale and bow. Inhale, come back to where we began, full circle. Exhale. Maybe that's what it feels like. Here we are again. 2 more. Inhale, reach. Exhale, bow. Inhale, extend your spine. Place the hands, step the left leg back. The right leg back. Lovely, long, strong plank like we did yesterday. And then lift your booty to downward dog. Just for a breath. And then we'll flow a little bit. Inhale to high plank. Knees up are our option. Exhale, lower. Inhale, you could come up a little bit higher now. Really click the toenails down with some resolve, some commitment in your fingertips. Wrap your elbows back. And then exhale. Downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Gorgeous breath out. Strong warriors. Bend your knees. Hop, step, or jump. Inhale. Exhale, bow, Uttanasana. Inhale, reach up, Urdhva Hastasana, and then exhale, back we come, full circle. 1 more, guys, okay? Inhale, reach, do it with joy. Exhale and bow. Well done for choosing movement. Inhale, over a glass of wine. Step your left leg back, or maybe it's coffee time where you are. Plank. Inhale, exhale, lower. Inhale, coming up higher. If you know up dog, you can do it, but remember shoulder alignment. We'll do a workshop on that another day. And then downward facing dog. Gorgeous breath in. And an even longer breath out. Okay, we're not going to step up this time. Instead, I want you to float your right leg up behind you. And when I say float, I don't actually mean that. I mean lift it with some intention. Spread the toes, keep the hip turn down. See if you can root your left heel down a bit more. And then come lift the heel up, the left heel up. So you're more on the toe mounds of the left foot. Okay, now bring your right knee towards your nose and then see if you can step that foot right up in between your hands. Now, I'm going to call this line in the middle of the mat the magic line. I'm going to just use my mat rather than the strap. So I'll get rid of that. And your back of your heel should be on it and your second toe. So it's right in the middle there. Okay, look up like you're in a runner's lunge. And then your left foot, watch mine, it spins down. So the arch of the foot is over the magic line, the middle line there. So this is called heel to arch alignment. And then reach your hands to the top left-hand corner of your mat. Lift your chin. And if you look at me, I'm not leaning into the fingers here. There's just a very light touch. In fact, you could lift your fingers an inch or so. So you can feel the resolve in your legs. And imagine you're dragging the right heel towards your left arch and your left arch towards your right heel. So really cinch in, lift your pelvic floor as well. That'll bring you some more strength. And then start to come up. Bring your right elbow onto the top of your right thigh bone there. And turn the palm up. Draw the shoulder away from your ear. Left hand to your hip. And then give me a wave with your left hand. And I want you to take that hand and take it underneath your side and really help turn the right side under you more. So turn more of your breakfast or lunch towards me. So really twist the torso. And then reach the top arm up and over. Option to stay here if you want a little bit more oomph. Pick up the bottom arm. But don't bring up the torso. Keep leaning forward. Smile for 3, 2, 1. Bring the hands back. One elbow to your knee, one elbow to your hip. Okay. And then straighten your right leg. Turn it in parallel. So that arch of that foot now is over the midline. And turn your left toes. So you're walking on a tightrope. Okay. Bend into the leg. And then let's start that. This is called downward facing dog lunge. Really light in the fingertips. Drag your left heel back and your right foot centrally. So you're hugging to a midline. Lift your pelvic floor. Smile. Because it's only 20 minutes. You really, truly have got this. Maybe float your fingers. And then coming up, bring your left elbow to rest on top of the thigh there. Turn the palm up. That'll give you more access to draw that shoulder back so we don't dump into the shoulder. Okay? And then give me a wave with your right hand. Pretend I can see you. And take this right hand all the way underneath you. And the alignment of the torso here is turned towards the long edge of your mat. So use that right hand to really help turn the waistline around. Lift your chin. And you might want to add on the arm. Spin the palm, tricep to cheek. Lunge in a bit more. And try not, if you want to go up a little gear, a little notch, reach the bottom arm up as well. Boom. It's not necessary. Doesn't make you a better person. Really keep cinching the legs in, guys. Okay. And then come on up. Lift the arms. Here's your first warrior 2. Straighten the left leg. And then like a windmill your hands towards your left leg. So you're going to be in a downward dog at the other end of your mat. Spin your right heel up and step your left leg back to downward dog. Okay, now from here you could take a moment in child's pose like this. You could stay for a few breaths in downward dog, or you could come with me if you want a little bit more into a vinyasa. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. 3 deep breaths. You ready to move on a little bit? So this time we're going to lift up the left leg. So lift the left leg. Again, firm, strong, committed. Spread the toes and you'll feel the muscles sort of hug the bone of that lifted leg. Press your right heel down. And then lift it up. Come more onto the balls. This will give you more space on the ball of the foot there to bring the left knee in and step the left foot up. If it doesn't make it, help it up. Just wiggle it up. Okay. Runner's lunge. Okay, so this front foot's down that middle line. The back foot, the arch crosses, heel to arch alignment. Hug them in. Downward dog lunge. So we're moving through these poses a little bit quicker now. Coming to Parsvakonasana. You can deepen this by taking your left arm down to the floor or stay with it on your knee. You choose. Keep turning your torso to the long edge of your mat and then bring up your body. Turn this torso to the long edge. Reach your arms so they're level with your shoulders. Even have your face at the long edge to start with. And then The only thing that turns is the top of your head. Turn your head to look down your left fingers. Can you lunge a little bit more into your left leg? Keep drawing to a midline. Become beautiful inner hip openers if you're working it. 3, 2, 1. Straighten your left leg. This time, turn that foot parallel again. Bring your hands to your hips. Inhale, take your shoulders back. You can either just keep wrapping them back or interlink them behind your head, behind your back even. And I want you to keep cinching to a midline. If that means a little bend in your legs, that's actually really very good to do. Inhale, so you've got muscular tone in your legs. Exhale, bow again. So you're not using your arms to help you out here. Your legs are having to work. I make no apology for that. And when we can feel, a sense of achievement and a sense of, I've got this on the mat, that can help translate into whatever else you're doing. Release your hands, my lovelies, and then turn to your right. Spin this right foot again, so it's now along your magic line, heel to arch alignment. Same flow, a little bit quicker. Down dog lunge. Breathe. Parsvakonasana, and again, you can deepen this pose by bringing the fingertips to the floor, or do it like we did the first time with the elbow on the knee. Really thinking about, you've got the cinching of the legs, now the turning of the torso, and then come on up to a warrior 2. Keep this torso turning. Your boobage faces the long edge of the mat. Arms level with your shoulders. And then the only thing that changes, nothing of the torso changes, just turn your head to look down your right fingertips. Beautiful. Virabhadrasana 2, also known as warrior 2. Take one more breath. And then straighten that right leg. Turn the toes parallel again. Bring your hands to your hips. And this time, you could either jump or do this. Heel toe, knee, 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 knee. Heel toe to the middle. Well done. So another way we get the stance for warrior 2 is not doing the leg lift and step up, by doing it straight from here. So if that's what you're doing, this is how you set it up. Step wide. All right, so make sure your ankles are underneath your wrists. And it's like you're drawing in, like you're trying to wrinkle your mat. Draw in, lift your pelvic floor, even as if someone's pushing your fingers and they're helping plug your shoulder blades on your back. Okay, turn your right toes to the short edge of your mat. Bend your legs a moment. Again, feel this cinching in of the legs. And keep that as you re-straighten. So if you poke your legs, they should be really toning and working here. Keep the torso orientated towards the long edge of your mat. Inhale, and then exhale, reach forward and around. If you're using your shin here, don't press on the shin. That can make you hyperextend. Or bring your fingertips to the mat. Trikonasana. So Trikonasana is the same foot placement as your warrior 2. Nice lot of familiarity there. Okay, one more breath. And then bend your right leg, push into your back leg. Inhale, come on up. Let's switch side. Turn your right foot parallel. And your left foot around. Bend them a little bit to start with. Okay, and then cinch in, turn the muscles to the bone. And then as you re-straighten, still keep that muscular tone, that inner resolve. Torso to the long edge of your mat. Reach it around. Boy, it's hot in here today. The sun has actually come out. Reach forward and come round to Trikonasana. Remember not to press on this front leg. That can lead us to do all sorts of funky things, especially if you're a hyperextender. So spread your fingers. Give me a little wave across the vibe. Whether you're doing it on recording or live here now, I'll feel ya. Trikonasana. Super. And then bend your front leg a little bit to then really feel, that rooting in and that sense of inner resolve. Inhale, come on up. Turn your feet parallel. Leave your arms lifted like you've got a cup of tea in each hand. And then turn your heels in. Knee, 45 degrees. As you start to bend, make sure your knee tracks over your second toe. This is where your body can take advantage of a lovely strong tibia bone. So it's the position that you're going to be in most strength. Your body will support you the best. Come into prayer. You may have seen this picture in my Instagram this morning as I prepared for this class. Sway the hips out to start with, but even as you sit, imagine you're drawing your heels towards each other, and from your groin to your inner knee, widen it to the side. That energy of widening the inner groin, but put the weight in the heels and smile. This is goddess pose or horse stance. For 3, 2, 1. Press into your legs. Well done. Heel toe your feet together again. Inner edge, and see if you can do this. So you come down. As you come down, take the knees wide, take the knees wide, take the knees wide. And then as elegantly as you can, for me it's not that elegant, come down to Baddha Konasana. Okay. And then from here, take your hands behind you on your fingertips. Press the pinky toes together, and you might see how I picked up my bottom and shimmied it a little bit closer. Squeeze your outer bum cheeks and your pinky toes, so that outer edge, squeeze. And your inner groins, imagine you're trying, don't worry about getting the knees down on the floor. Think more about from this inner groin knee, like you're trying to shoot out a laser beam out your kneecaps. Squeeze and widen. So you do this stretch while your muscles are engaged. So don't try and do stretches that someone pushes you into or you get pushed into. You do the yoga for you. We'll all have, you can give yourself a little rock here. And then squeeze the feet, widen the knees, centrally. One more breath. Actually, I fibbed. Let's do 3 more breaths. 2 more, widen. Take the knees to the side of the room. Widen. 1 more. Fantabulous. And then come up, bring your knees together. Spin your way around and rock back. Supta Balasana. Hug in. Say, well done me for making it to yoga. And sometimes when we've got big challenges ahead, we seem to think we have to be doing to resolve it, to sort it. But actually, we can gain most by letting go. So extend your legs long. Don't ever skip your Shavasana. You know, there's actual value to have to sitting in a chair with a book, with no specific task, and enjoying that space and time. Turn your palms up. Scoot your shoulder blades on your back. Close your eyes. And drift off into a really beautiful place. Maybe it's home. Maybe it's on holiday. Somewhere that makes you feel good. And that sensation of, I've got this. This is fab. Take about 5 breaths here. And then gathering up that sensation of being totally at home or at ease. And bring that sense with you. That it's okay. That you can be at home and at ease wherever you are. Obviously, if you're at home, you could stay a little longer. Otherwise now, yogis, bend your knees. Feel the earth at your back. Roll to the side that's best for you to see the screen. Pause, and then spread your top hand wide and really contact the earth like a reassuring pat. And then press into that, draw from that, bringing that sense of ease, that sigh of, yeah, I'm okay with you. breathe the feeling of it to you a couple more times. And this is the magic of yoga. It's taking these sensations, not the warrior two, the sensations you create into your day. You've got this, yogis. Bring your hands to your heart center. Take a deep breath in. Om. Namaste. Well done. Now I deeply appreciate it if you boop the like button. See, Charlie, I did it. He's told his mum to do it. Boop the like button, please. And if you could subscribe to my channel, that would be marvelous as well. Tomorrow, I've got a Monday meditation planned, which is early for the UK, 7 a.m. for the UK. So I think Singapore, that's 2 p.m. your time. Just 15-minute pause in your day for gratefulness on Monday. Okay, type in the chat and say hello. I know some of you are on screens. Justine, if you're here, thank you for joining. Otherwise, you can watch this on record, and I'll see you tomorrow in a meditation for Monday. All right, take care, guys. Hey, Charlie. Lovely, Charlie. Thank you, darling. It's lovely that we're doing this together. Lovely to see you too, Lisa. Bye all.